Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. David Einstein will be one of the reporters waiting for there and the media personalities when sports is concerned. So Babako Komasakon they analyze Folari Balogun exploits for French League 1. I know that Folari Balogun they play for Reims, and yesterday Folari Balogun scored hat-trick against FC Lorient. So he is now the highest goal scorer in the French League 1 with 14 goals, ahead of the likes of Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, every other star waiting for that place. Folari Balogun is on fire. So Austin called the talk say, where is the future of Folari Balogun going to be? Where does his future lie? Because as it stands now, Arsenal gets Gabriel Jesus and Arsenal get Edin Ketia where they do so well, and at the same time, by the time where Arsenal will qualify for Champions League at the end of the season, Arsenal will have reason to buy more players to get at least another striker, a top and proven world beater. You get a world-class striker. So when Arsenal does that, because Champions League football is not be play again, because we don't know we'll go that competition, so we want to go there to give a good show. No one go there, come on for the group stage, can't go Europa League or UEFA Europa Conference League. So we need to go there, qualify on top of our group, enter round of 16, qualify round of 8, at least end up for round of 4. That would be the best semi-final, if not going to the final. So we need a good show. So what is going to happen, because Folari Balogun will get 2 years left on his contract. After this loan term, he's going to come back to Arsenal. What's the way forward? Is Arsenal going to loan him out? Are we going to leave him here? Is he going to be the third name in the pecking order behind Edin Ketia and Gabriel Jesus? Or is he going to be the second name? What is the plan? I would say David Einstein would be one of the journalists who work with the Athletic. They ask us now, and me too, and they ask us and say, what do you think will happen? Do you think Folari Balogun is part of Arsenal's future? Do you think they'll cash in on him? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. At the same time, Jamie Carragher said, don't come outside, come to talk about Jorginho. Come to talk, say this Jorginho is going to be the calm head where Arsenal need to win this title. And what's he going to explain? They say, you know, say when you don't beat like 5 games or 3 games to go, pressure will set in, you get. So most of these Arsenal players, when they never really there for that kind of situation, you get. People like Gabriel Jesus, people like Zinchenko, they are used to that. So they fight Liverpool for the title. Title they change between 3 games to go. Now the same thing will happen to us. Last season we were supposed to qualify for Champions League and the pressure was too much for us. We fell and capitulated like a pack of cards, get. So that's why this time around Carragher they feel say this guy one of people will keep a cool, because he don't win Europa League, he don't win Champions League, he don't win the Euros, so he never win. Best way to say don't win UEFA Player of the Year. So the guy is a good player, I guess. So it's going to be very, very important and pivotal to Arsenal's title chances. At the same time, when they say Arsenal, they consider to go do ShopRite, get to go raid Chelsea at the summer. You get one season don't end, because the reports will they hear for the sports media space, and the fact that Chelsea will sell as much as 10 or 8 players one season don't end. So me personally, I go say make Arsenal go for somebody like Sterling. Chelsea don't scatter that guy career. I know how high flying that guy was at Man City. Since when he just come Chelsea, they call the play out of position. Like, you know, the atmosphere is not conducive for him again. So he go be one of the names who go one go. But the person they say Ateta they really look for now Hudson Odoi. You get Callum, I mean Hudson Odoi, now Arsenal. They look for that Arsenal go one go for, because the guy is very, very young, he's 22 years old. Chelsea sent him on loan to buy Leverkusen. So Arsenal go look say this guy is one for the future. He has immense potential where they go on sign. And so I don't know, many other names could be available. Nobody Arsenal they go there, even PSG won't go there go collect Hakim Ziyech. Many clubs, look at yourself, they plan to come here, come collect some kind of players, Conor Gallagher and co. You get, I know Conor Gallagher later leave, because I know they were poaching him to get him. You get, so many things go happen for the summer, so we'll just keep our eyes. And some people say, why Chelsea? Why Arsenal go find Chelsea? But Baba, if you see better player for their collect them, because Chelsea don't sign. I check one statistics where Chelsea sign with 10 players, I be 9 players. More players with Chelsea now, presently now. They don't play. Even Chelsea get daily man now, they get 4 players. We they need to choose 3 from to add to their Champions League squad. Because I say now only 3 players if we add. So they get people like Joao Felix, Mudryk, then Bedashile, that defender we then buy from Marcel, and this Enzo Fernandez. Out of these 4 stars, man, they have to choose 3 to join that Champions League. So they get too much players. So it is what it is. More the wait till season end. Now, even some kind point themselves don't come aside when they talk about Arsenal squad. So they come talk say Arsenal now before they complain say squad depth. But now Arsenal have a scary squad, a scary bench. You get when you check Arsenal bench now. If you just look say okay, this is our first 11. Look at the bench. You go put people like Gabriel Jesus for the bench, even though they injured now. But let's just still put him there. Put Gabriel Jesus for the bench. At the same time, you go put Trossard for the bench. Put Emil Smith-Rowe, put Kerry and Tierney. You get, you see the thing done dey mature. You can't put Kivio. You see done dey mature, abi. So what I can't put Jorginho, can't put Tomiyasu. You say names, men, everybody senior men don't dey there. Don't be small again. As in senior men don't dey like 6 or 7 senior men players. The only small I go say there in terms of age and maybe Emil Smith-Rowe, but the rest they are world beaters. They are good. They are arguably good to enter the first 11. Shena Tomiyasu no fit stay for first 11. Shena Kerry and Tierney, Shena Trossard. You want to see no fit stay there. So everybody's good and it's going to be very, very important. And another good news, if I want to make una know, they say Gabriel Jesus post yesterday on Instagram. He posted this picture and he say 8 weeks. Now 8 weeks he don't day out. Now remember say the prognosis in the beginning is the fact that he's going to be out for 10 to 12 weeks. So person don't stay 8 weeks, it remains just 2 weeks or let's say 3-4 weeks. Get let's just say 1 month. Get so we'll just give him this February. Probably late February, maybe 3rd week of February or early April or March, early March. The guy will just come in, hit the ground running. Arteta will come face the biggest dilemma. Is he going to start Gabriel Jesus straight into the first 11 or continue educating and put Gabriel Jesus on the bench? I'm saying going to infuse him, integrate him gradually from the bench. They bring him in. That's what I see happening, but I don't really know Arteta's mind. Let's just keep watching. At the same time, so Thiago Silva self don't come outside, come the para, come they talk about Jorginho exit. So Babaka don't say Jorginho exit go create a very, very big vacuum, a hole in the Chelsea squad, because number one, people don't understand say this guy was a vice captain, and according to Thiago Silva, he was very, very vocal in the dressing room. Like the guy now one of the first names on the list. So people they talk say no believe say the guy will go join Arsenal again because Arsenal are their direct rival again. But for me, I understand why Chelsea sell the guy to Arsenal, because we are not directly going for the same thing. We are going for the title. They are still begging to go for Europe. Even if now UEFA Europa Conference League, they go manage them again, because where they did far. We got like 20-something points ahead of them. So we know they compete with each other. That's why they could easily sell him to us. Just see people like Newcastle now, or people like maybe Spurs, now go and buy that Jorginho, they no go sell him to them. Instead they will plan me run down in contract, because I'm going to be £30 million for where they did. They're ready to just, no worry, go as a free, no problem. But because we are not their direct rival, forget what it is, Thiago Silva. How would they be your direct rival? If they go for title, still will be direct rival. Let's say the man don't know what they talk. So we know they drag anything. That's why they could easily just sell him to us. So now the same way make Man City sell Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko to us. Even club confirm am. So if they say that them, we be Liverpool go meet Man City now, they no go fit sell Jesus and Zinchenko. But for us, they feel say we be shit package. We know they go for title. We know even the Europe. So what you want? How want to scare them? So I can do stupid. I mean I take. So now the eye don't shock. Say we don't strengthen these guys. So that is why internally we come to hear from Man City. They talk say nobody will sell any player give Arsenal again. So it is now unwritten rule we then get for that place now. Well, let's keep moving forward. So the Express come outside and let us know say Arsenal relationship with Brighton don't they damaged because of Moses Caicedo, because they tell Arsenal say we know they sell this guy. Arsenal see they persist. You think when they infuriate them, when they irritate them, when they very, very angry, say why not the year what? We don't Arsenal no one sell this guy. Now see they disturb us. So the guy can go drop statements. Now no sign am again because we no want be money, they don't want to negotiate. Now we see them tell Chelsea just say okay, no yawa, we'll free the guy. But go pursue Enzo. Just pursue Enzo. Last they get Enzo because they pay the buyer clause, pay taxes, pay everything. Get so even Chelsea said we'll get issue because if they don't qualify for Champions League, the financial fair play rule will cash them, because Champions League will give them some kind of revenue they will take offset the balance. So more just the watch how they want to take with all the players they don't get, how they want to leapfrog everybody can go get Champions League football. We'll see them for this league. So more just the watch as they be. So Arsenal relationship with Brighton scattered, whether they go mend them, I never know. More just the watch. So one of our senior man, what they call Obuneke Gerald, the real Baba they do birthday today. So senior man, happy birthday and wish you all the best this life has to offer. You get, and Baba send me back, so make I go flex myself, I go chop cake, I go buy something. So okay, thank you, and anyway, everything support us. May God replenish your pockets in Jesus' name and inshallah, amen. Thanks, boss. So they call the interview Sambi Lokonga, call the ask and say, how far now say this one say don't change, you won't go enter Crystal Palace, what's this up? So Baba can talk say, well, saying they're very, very happy to secure this move from Arsenal to Palace get for the remainder of the season. And say, you know, they're very, very easy to leave Arsenal because Arsenal they pursue the league title. So at least even they there, if they win, I'm going to collect a medal. But this one we say, you don't transit, you don't come up for Arsenal, go enter Crystal Palace. If Arsenal win the title, I'm not going to know whether I go get medal because even though his name was registered in the beginning, follow them play something. So I never know. I will get clarification on that. Anybody know about the comment section or one of our community members who know more about that one can tell us. But me, I will still go ask because I never know how that kind of thing they happen. So instead Patrick Vieira, I'm the person we call him, let him know say me come continuing developments for Palace, so go get game time because no say the guy lack game time because I want to get game time for Arsenal. We dey pursue the league title, so there are no room for errors. That's the major in. I like as the guy understand them. Even I tell myself no say this guy needs to leave. I need to get more capable hands because where will they go? You know they say more go end for 8 again. No, you know they talk say we won't qualify for Europa League slot. We are going for the title. Top 4 is assured already. The title will they pursue. You get, and with the emergence of this Gabriel Jesus when they come back from injury, it will really boost our chances. Where you get, because everything now. In case they play Europa League, in case they play Cup, in case they play League, only in case. You know they go kill the guy no go burn out. So Rio Ferdinand himself don't come outside call the talk say the EPL trophy, say the way in the see say the EPL trophy will end up for Arsenal because number one, Arsenal get the consistency where they needed. Number two, Arsenal get the calmness, Arsenal get the quality to make sure everything happens, and Arsenal have the confidence to make sure that the challenge for this title till go end. And for him, with the sign where they don't sign, say no, say that trophy must end up at the Emirates. And say even though Arsenal never meets Man City for the league, now they get home and away with the go. Say even though Man City beat Arsenal home and away, it still fancies Arsenal to win the league because when it comes to being consistent, Arsenal stand a better chance. And like I always say, Erling Haaland, I thank him very much for coming to destroy Man City because he's considered more harm than good, and I love him. Now the same thing will happen to Liverpool. Darwin Núñez came there to cause them more harm than good. You cannot alter your style of play to fit in a target man and think everything will go rosy. It's not possible, you get. So you face the consequences, and the consequences that they face like this. If not before, Man City go down better, they go down give us like 14, 15, 16 matches unbeaten run. They go down the go front. But this season is different. Look at Liverpool. Look at where they're languishing. Liverpool now they don't discover say that Núñez is considered more harm than good. They call the bench up. If you check the lineup of recent time, you see that they use Salah, Diogo Jota, and Harvey Elliott, and those three then they use. So you just see how this league go unfold. How many matches remain? Within the second stanza, so see how it go end up. So away from that, so Chris Sutton will be the former Chelsea player and one of the football pundits out there. So Babako Komasako they complain say Chelsea they strengthen Arsenal, they help Arsenal win the title because that Jorginho way you give Arsenal. Jorginho is a decorated veteran in football. You get, the guy is very, very good. He's good at his job. He's 31. Don't be saying no enter 35 or 36. How old is Mudryk? You get, how old is Casemiro? How old is Thomas Partey and Xhaka? This guy is still at his peak. He's enjoying football. You get, he's playing good game. He has a very deep vision. So for you to give Arsenal Jorginho, it's like just carry the title to give them now because he's going to strengthen them. You get, that's what people need to understand. So end of the opinion say in short, Arsenal don't win everything and thanks to Chelsea. So that's what it be. Even the Chelsea self, they don't go for social media, go like when they tell Jorginho bye bye, they call it like, should I say insult or should I say a dig? They take a dig at Arsenal. To remember when they play Arsenal for Baku, say Jorginho follow score for the 4-1 when they knock Arsenal. What's it concern Arsenal? So because we want to tell Jorginho bye bye because Jorginho joined Arsenal, they are not happy that he joined us. From what I'm seeing, because their handlers, their social media handlers, was being funny. They were very, very sarcastic. I go to talk say they beat us now 4-1. Well, at the end of the day, now we go get the last laugh if we win the league and we qualify for Champions League. And with all their money, with all their mammoth squad, and they could not qualify for Europe, it's very, very funny. What just watch at this season? This season is very, very important. I go see how it go end. So my dear football lovers, if you don't watch yesterday, you should check the top left corner of your screen. We'll see the thumbnail. Click on so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So start signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll get out.